be the RNG of TCG, but it is also when you get to just use your dust after you disenchant stuff, so you can actually rebuild decks. So that's a pretty cool aspect of it too. Another cool aspect is we get to see that Byleth we were talking about earlier with Tokyo. It's not the PK kids. It's going to be Byleth versus Sharp, and this character has gotten a couple of changes recently that I think have heavily benefited Byleth.
Yeah, Byleth is pretty solid. I mean, we got the up special, like it's a little faster now, and then what was the other one?
Nair.
Nair, yes.
Yeah, Nair confirms and drags down a lot easier into things like dash attack, into grab mix-ups off of people who are anticipating dash attack. Speaking of which, right there, short hop Nair. But that up B as well. It's just a good check to people who jump around you way too much, and it acts way faster, and it grabs a little further away. So it's a good out-of-shield option that actually benefits Byleth other than just Nair, because you needed a fast out-of-shield option for this character. Oh, and earlier startup on side B grounded as well.
Right. Yeah, well, I mean, we'll definitely see. Right now, it doesn't really seem like those buffs are coming into play too much. I mean, especially like when you got someone like Sharp, it is going to be a big task for Tokyo to really bring it to Sharp. You know, Sharp's a very consistent competitor at the highest level in this past year or so. So Tokyo's got to find a way to raise their gameplay up to that level. But we're going to see a huge counter, absolutely decimating that first stop.
Look, man, the speed of side B may be faster, but touch a card is that much quicker. Also, triple side B, that was such a hard call out from Sharp saying, I see you swinging at a disadvantage on bunch, therefore, I want you to cut that out.
Yeah, I mean, we'll definitely have to see if Tokyo can find a way back into this. Right now, it certainly is tough. Sharp is just bringing it to him. I mean, Sharp's Joker is no joke, to be honest.
Hey, no, absolutely not. And then just waiting the entire time to use... well, I believe, what's that? Rebel's Guard, just using the down B to get the immediate Joker, Arsene back. Like, obviously, Byleth is a character that wins off a few hits versus Joker being a death by 1,000 cuts, but that death by 1,000 cuts disappears once your homie shows back up and helps you on the scene.
Oh, yeah, it basically turns you into death in a couple of hits.
Yep.
Ooh. Okay, got the falling up air. That's the problem, man, is that, like, so the reason why Arsene appeared so quickly is it because a couple moves of Byleth's. Oh my goodness, that drag down forward air 1 into the up smash. Beautiful stuff from Sharp. But as I was saying, so Byleth's up smash is super strong. It's got a lot of hits on it as well. So that's the reason why Arsene came back so fast. And on top of that, you got up air, which is almost like the same kind of hitbox as your up smash. And almost just as strong as well. So I'm not surprised to see Sharp lose their stock to that. We're getting into this final stock here in game 1 for Tokyo. They got to find something quick. I mean, game 1 might just kind of be a throwaway here just to try and get some data. But after that, man, you got to make sure you're doing your thing because Sharp is only going to continue to expose you as time goes on.
Yeah, I think the big thing that Tokyo's struggling with, so far at least in the matchup, is the fact that this character is one of the many issues that sword fighters have. When you get rushed down by somebody who's really good at zone breaking, you're going to struggle. You're going to have a hard time actually dealing with pressure. He did catch the jump. Okay, so you can use up B to stall and then jump and then up B again. That has a lot of range. But Sharp said, I'm going with you all the way down. I got a whole stock up. I got no reason to let off of these guns right now until you use that jump. And that was really good game sense and awareness from Sharp off stage.
Yeah, using those up guns, I mean, it's like, we're both aware that Byleth does have a really solid recovery, like probably the best tether recovery in the game. But the problem is that if you're able to clip them way out there, like Sharp did with the up guns, that's pretty much it. Like, they, especially even if they have their double jump, because they could just end up dying. So unfortunate situation for Tokyo, but a strong showing from Sharp. Not too surprised about where we're at right here. Going to be moving on into this game 2, though. I expect probably a bigger stage, just allowing Tokyo to breathe. But man, the way that Sharp plays Joker, and Joker being as quick as they are, you might not have much breathing room no matter what.
Yeah, I think actually, you know, the big stage makes kind of sense, except for the fact that I think that it's going to be hard for him to chase down Sharp. Even on that small stage, he was struggling. So we're going to stay small. We're going to stay with a combo-based oriented gameplay of having something like Battlefield. A big reason why I like this Battlefield pick, though, is that Tokyo has been super aggro on landing. So he needed a new way to land at a disadvantage because, let's face it, there's not too many things that Byleth can do safely on landing. It kind of bad air drift. So I like the idea of going here to Battlefield.
No, I mean, also, the Byleth also kind of has the Palutena factor where you can just nair repeatedly. And when you have these platforms, you're kind of able to, you know, keep that combo going. Maybe it's not as consistent because, you know, the movement speed isn't the same as Palutena, who just moves lightning fast sometimes anyway.
But yeah, the knockback of being, oh, excuse me, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead.
the knockback being a little bit further away too on that nair, a little bit harder, but at low percents definitely get some good ones. Oh, that was a good answer. You know, it was the same thing that Joker went for last time. That time though, gonna get covered on the forward smash. So even though Tokyo's making a few adjustments, Sharp's still staying just one step ahead.
Ooh, we don't usually see up tilt from Joker too much, but the Arsene up tilt, you know, he got that little bit of electric damage, puts on quite a few hits, also allowing you to build out a good amount of damage, and he got the combo in it too. Oh, God. Oh, Sharp.
Yeah. Look, Sharp is keeping it up, and that up tilt be looking like something that belongs on a Tekken, that electric Shoryu. Oh, look at the follow. Yeah, you kick those guns. It's the same exact thing. You just follow them all the way down with a stock up like that. What can that tether recovery do to answer that? And now we're seeing Tokyo kind of going for these heavy swings on down air, maybe catching an approach. Sure, you could probably pop a shield too, but you're really far behind right now. You got to keep it safe.
Now, I mean, I know I just mentioned how great down there, by the way. That thing.
Yeah, never mind, just keep doing it.
Yeah. Now, I know I did mention that Byleth probably does have the best tether recovery in the game. The problem is that tether recoveries can be very limited, and they're kind of, you know, subjected to being punished or caught off stage like that. So, I mean, unfortunately for Tokyo, Sharp is playing this amazingly. Oh, wow, gonna be able to find the way to thread the needle, getting back to stage there. Great stuff, but Sharp's gonna keep up this pressure. 112, 114 keeps ticking up here. Uh-oh. All right.
Oh, then the Nair from the ledge trying to find his way out. Oh, but gets hit on the way back down from Aegon. The side B is such a large hitbox. Now you pretty much need this stock and then to play. Oh, no. Oh, the range being so short. Your range way further. Luckily, you got a second chance. And I like these cancel attempts into the down air. It can kill significantly early. Speaking of which, that's tipper spaced back air. It's still a small glimmer of hope that is now gone from Tokyo to make a run back.
Yo, Sharp just sitting there looking like he's playing leapfrog by himself the entire last few seconds of that match. I mean, great stuff from Tokyo, not only just, you know, getting him the last stock, but I mean, finding that sweet tipper to make sure that he could definitely get that evened up. I mean, unfortunately, it was a stronger showing at the end. It was certainly a little bit of trouble there because we did see Sharp up 3 stocks to 1, so Tokyo made a great stand, but he's got to find a way to stay that type of consistent the whole way through.
Yo, Liz, you weren't kidding. That last stock really did look like Sharp was trying to get extended time out of his jump zone pass. It's like, look, you got to come down. You have to come down. It's like, fine. The back here is closing it out. But here we go into this next game. Honestly, I think that, you know, Tokyo did make a couple solid adjustments at the end, but the big thing is Tokyo hasn't really been able to get that big pressure game early. He's too busy being chased down by Sharp the entire time. He hasn't done something that's made Sharp fear him on approach pretty much at all. Like, sure, Nair out of shield has kind of worked, but we've also seen Sharp get a down B in the middle of those Nair out of shields. So it's like he hasn't really been he hasn't been given a reason to say, I'm not gonna stay away from you.
Yep. I mean, hey, we'll see if you know, Tokyo's going to be able to create that space. Right now, not looking too bad. It's relatively even. Small percentage lead, but this is not a game about percentages here. And the problem is that even though you're able to get that lead, Sharp has just been on point to the point where he's just like, I'm gonna start exposing you very soon. So we'll see if Tokyo's able to keep up this consistency.
Yeah, and he much better start so far, but yeah, homies on deck. Like I said, this is the best friend you want in any brawl. Somebody starts a fight with you at a bar, this is who you want. So, I couldn't get bar brawl out for the life of me. I mean, so...
I mean, can you imagine you start a fight at a bar with somebody, and like all of a sudden this like demon angel dude pops over their shoulders, like, all right, we doing this? Like, oh, whoa.
See, depending on how my night went, I don't know whether I'm gonna leave or I'm gonna watch. We'll see.
I'd probably leave because I'm like, this is too much for me. Ooh. That was a nice little bit of stalling. Oh, Tokyo gonna take that first lead. It was a nice off-stage attempt to get that edge guard. We saw some nice clean movement from Sharp, but Tokyo is gonna find the opening there, but loses the stock right back. Great gameplay from both these players so far, man. This game 3 has been fire.
That was a really good bait from Sharp too. He did the empty jump right in front of Tokyo, made it look like he was gonna go for fair, forced the spot dodge, which forced a very aggressive option out of Tokyo, because even though Tokyo's not in the air, once again, Tokyo, when he's pressured, really likes to swing. Now, I get it. It's Joker. Joker gonna stay on you. And yeah, you need to space him out, but I think that Sharp's kind of caught on to that pattern. Even though it's been much better this game, Skiff, I think I just think that it's a little bit late on adjustments. Hopefully we can see Tokyo get it.
I mean, hey, right now, not looking too bad, but Arsene is out. It's always, you always feel a little bit good, and then Dad pops out, and you're like, ah, geez, it's a 2v1 now?
Arsene really do just walk into your room, give you that stare, and close the door, huh?
No, seriously, man. I mean, we'll see if Sharp's able to utilize this. I mean, he's a little under half Arsene meter now, and Arsene's going to be disappearing. So, I mean, Tokyo is going to catch a little bit of a break here. Great nair, man. Just staying patient in that shield, not allowing the pressure from Sharp to actually get to his head. But yeah, Sharp's going to find an opening.
Right, that was the exact adjustments we need to see out of Tokyo, because that was the exact mix-up that got him killed on the first stock. And you see, oh, there you go, drag down there. That catches the tether recovery too. But the cancels from the neutral Bs, those were really smart on Sharp right there, which allowed him to get back to stage. And because Tokyo gave up stage position the second time, oh, drag down up air to up smash. Okay, never mind. Didn't let that stock get too far out of hand.
All right, this is exactly the type of stuff we need to see from Tokyo, man. He is letting us know that his run is still alive here, at least a little bit. But I mean, you gotta keep in mind, you are playing against Sharp. Sharp turns up when he needs it most, so Tokyo's got to make sure he stays on top of him. Here comes Arsene. Is he going to be able to stay consistent to the point where he will be able to deal with this Arsene? It might not be able to, man. Sharp is out here.
They are swinging, and you were right. You know, there was a time where Tokyo actually had pressure, but Sharp found just the smallest window to get out. And if he didn't, that could have easily been a stock on free. But that up B, plenty of range. However, the air dodge coverage and recognizing the immediate fear out of Tokyo at the ledge there and just covering it with that up smash. That is a 3-0 victory going to Sharp.
Fantastic gameplay from both players in that game 3. Unfortunately, Tokyo just falling a little bit short at the end. But who knows, man? If this was like a best of 7, he probably would be able to take at least game 4, maybe 2 games or something like that. He was definitely starting to turn up as it went on. Just unfortunately a little bit too late. Too little too late. Sharp's going to be moving on here to loser semis, where he will be awaiting the winner of DM versus Sassy Flygon. And this one should be interesting, man. We're going to be getting the Luigi taking on probably Pikachu. We could be seeing the Pyramithra. I know DM's been messing around with Pyramithra.
Steve, too.
And Steve, that's right. Steve also is available. I'm not quite sure how any of those characters deal with Luigi. I would imagine we're probably going to not see Pikachu, because Pikachu needs to like really stay in your face, where Pyra and Mithra can kind of, you know, afford to just run in and either hit you, or, you know, Pyra's got a lot of big hurt boxes, so Luigi can't really deal with that. And Steve, we know what Steve does.
Yeah, so I think